Hey, welcome in. FG here. All right, we're back to this for this morning. Let's take another one out of this side. Let's see. This one looks interesting, different. Grab this one. Let me check the front for address information. All right, let's see what we have here. So this was a customs declaration, and I wrote on here East Caribbean as 30 pounds, 30 and a half pounds, which ended up being $43.17 is what I paid for it. That's what it cost them to send it to us. So it came from the UK. And of course, this was before the tariffs went into effect, so I didn't pay any tariffs on it, though you might get hit with them now. All right, no invoice. So Westminster, lots of tape. All right, let's see what we have. And to tell you the truth, I don't really remember what this one was. Well, it's a very, very thick capsule, which makes me think it might be high relief. So we have East Caribbean States, 2002, Elizabeth. And it's a $10 denomination. I'm going to guess that it's something to do with independence. That's gunk, like tape residue on the capsule. No, I'll clean it off better later. Yeah, so there we go. Now let's put up the Numista page here. All right, so we can see this is a commemorative. It's not independence, it's commemorating the 50th year of the reign of Queen Elizabeth back in 2002. It is sterling silver, 925, 28.28 grams, which I find is a pretty common weight in these coins, the 28.28 grams. Now this is for Eastern Caribbean states. We'll get to that in just a second. Let's go ahead and scroll down and we'll take a look. We can see that it was only minted for this 1 year, 20,000 in the mintage. Numista pegs the numismatic value at $59. I got mine for $43. Bullion value is about 39.5 as of today. So not too far off from what I paid for it. And I don't see any of these for sale out on eBay currently. But let's go ahead and flip over to the map page. And what you're going to see here is I'm going to circle all of those Eastern Caribbean islands. What this coin is from is essentially like the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States. It's OECO. It's an intergovernmental organization. So it basically it's operating as an economic union within those 8 members of those islands. It was created back in 1981 under a treaty. Let's see, it says OECS is the successor of the Leeward Islands political organization known as the West Indies Associated States. Well, if you go back to the first of this video, you'll be able to see what their flag looks like. And putting this coin in, I'm not sure what it's going to do to my map. So let's zoom in on that area of the Caribbean, and I'll add it into my database. And yes, we can see it updated the color on all of those states that are part of that EC8. So like with the Scottsdale Mint, when they're producing coins for these islands, they call them the EC8. Well, it is those eight islands. You'll notice that it does not include Guadalupe. That's like one down from Antigua and Barbuda. They're right at the top. But it did change the colors of the other states there. So there we go. That is our coin. Like I said, this is in a very, very thick capsule. Give me a second. Let me grab my bullion book. And we're going to see if it will actually fit in here. So we'll just flip over to here. I have a feeling this may be too thick. Yes, that's way too thick. You can see how much thicker it is there. So I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with that. But let's see, in my Numista list here, this shows up as Eastern Caribbean States, which is just before Ecuador. So let's see, did I leave a space in here for it? So here's Finland, Estonia, so it's going to be back on this page. So here we have Ecuador. Over here we have Dominican Republic. I do have 2 spots in between, so let's see what belongs in between. So Dominican Republic, and yes, so I did leave space for a couple of these entries that are kind of specific to Numista as opposed to an actual world country list. So we will do Eastern Caribbean States. We'll go right there next to Ecuador. So I will print off a token for that one. The other open one, and I don't know if that one will be able to get filled or not, but is for what's listed in Numista as East Africa. I know there's not a country that's East Africa, but what I'm going to need to do is some research in Numista about what coins it lists as being under that heading of East Africa, and see if there's any silver that can go here or not. But we will get our token for Eastern Caribbean states in here. And what I plan to do is see if I can find another one of my capsules that might fit this. It doesn't look high relief to me, so it's possible I may be able to put this in a separate capsule. Let's see. Yeah, that doesn't look high relief. That doesn't look... I'm wondering if it is supposed to be high relief in there to keep the gilding from wearing, although this doesn't look like it's done such a hot job. Let's see. Grab one of my other capsules here and see if how it fits in there. So we have an alternate capsule here. Oh yeah, that's gonna fit no problem. What? Close? Yep, closes no problem. All right, well there we go. We will put this into the bullion book. Let's see. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna shuffle coins real quick. All right, so I got it into the book here. I went ahead and shuffled 2 spots. We have an open spot there, but our coin for Eastern Caribbean goes in here right ahead of Republic of Equatorial Guinea, right after Dominica. There we go. That's in our book. And we have an open spot for the next time we have to shuffle things. All right, well, that is it for Tuesday morning here. Thanks for joining me, and hope you enjoyed that coin. This was the first that I knew. I mean, I'd known that Scottsdale had this EC8 program. I didn't realize it was an actual economic union of the states and that there was a specific coin that we could get for that until looking through Numista. So that is one of the types of countries. Somebody was asking me, how many do we have left? I have fewer than 50 countries left. I have a few more than 50 with coins like this one that don't represent a specific country, but kind of represent a conglomeration. Another one that I'm looking for is Eurozone. Eurozone isn't a country, but it's a economic union that does have some silver coins, and it's a separate category in Numista. So I will be trying to get a coin from Eurozone, for instance, to check that off the Numista list. But anyways, that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed that coin. I appreciate your subscriptions and your comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.